Right, welcome back to you for our viewers who've just switched your telly on. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, with less than 3 months before the start of the inaugural SA20 competition, excitement is already building. The auction has already been done and dusted, with youngster Tristan Stubbs going under the hammer for a whopping 9.5. I'm going to say that again. That's quite a lot of money. 9.5 million rand. Now, one player who will be Stubbs' teammate with the Sunrisers Eastern Cape is Ayabulela Gqamane, and he joins us now in studio for a bit of a chat. Aya, good afternoon to you. Thank you for coming in.
Afternoon, Nicole. Thank you for having me. Really nice to be here.
It's good to have you here. I always say I prefer guests in studio than on Zoom, so thank you for coming in. Tell me quickly, the SA20, when it was first created, because remember we come from a history where there was a GLT20 and then we had the MSL. So when the SA20 was announced, or rather when CSA announced they've created a new league, what was your first feeling, your thought on that?
Obviously exciting, because like you say, we've tried these other leagues and kind of failed, but having this new league and with new investors, and especially Indian investors, we know how big the IPL is. It was really exciting to try and be a part of and sign up for the auction. That was our first step, and yeah, it was very exciting for us for the whole year. I think we all couldn't wait for the auction to start.
So are you happy with the amount that you were sold at? I mean, there's great representation from Titans. Firstly, there's 13 Titans players who were chosen for the 6 teams, and there's a vast array when it comes to the amount. We're talking about someone being sold for 3.1 million, somebody else, as I just mentioned, 9 million. Are you happy with the amount that you were sold at? Is it a contentious issue amongst the players? Have they been talking about it?
Yeah, well, I don't think you can be happy with any sort of amount. I would have loved to, obviously, be sold or auctioned for more. But for me, it's about the opportunity. I think I see a massive opportunity to work harder, and maybe when it comes next year to another auction, I get a better selling. But obviously, the guys have been speaking about it around the groups, and a lot of nice signings, big monies, like, as you mentioned, Tristan Stubbs, a very big signing for us. I'm happy to be in his team, to be fair. Yeah, so it's been a constant communication around the groups, but the interest in the new league that's coming to the country, it's going to be amazing, I think.
I also think it's going to be amazing, and I love that you put a positive spin on the amount thing, saying that it's still a good opportunity, because somebody who is the Titans physiotherapist, Sizwe Khadebe, he was chosen as the Mumbai Indians physio. So, and I think he's been there physio for more than a year now. It's quite a while now. So you are quite right when you say, you know, it's about the opportunity as well. So talk to us about the head coach that you are going to be with now at Sunrisers. It's not the team that you're used to, because Mandla as well as Richard Dazneves are going to PAL, which is a different team to the one that you've been chosen for. But you have worked with him before when you were at the Warriors. So 2 questions in one there. You've been now with the Titans, I think you said almost 2 years after leaving the Warriors, and that's where Adrian Burrow was from. So you're familiar with how he does things. How has that change been for you now that it's been almost 2 years? Have you settled in by now? Are you happy with the decision that you've made? And are you looking forward to working with Adrian again? And has the team actually had a chance to speak with Adrian since the draft?
Yeah, moving to the Titans was a massive move for me. I'd been with the Warriors for close to 8-9 years, so I felt I needed to move just to expand my cricket, you know. And it's been a great move for me. I had an unbelievable season, my first season with the Titans. Played with a lot of new faces, made a lot of new friends in the setup, and I'm really happy with my move. Now it's been a positive move for me. My cricket has grown in the year of being here, so I'm really happy with that move. Eddie Brill and I go way back. I made my debut under Eddie Brill. He was the assistant coach for the Warriors at the time, before he moved up to the Pro Tiers. He and I we just clicked from word go. He speaks closer, so so we just from day one we clicked, and yeah, we've had that relationship since then. Every now and then we'll touch base even via emails. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to working with him again. He's one of the most positive coaches I've ever worked with. I know we haven't actually had a chance to meet up or even discuss anything with Eddie yet, as he was busy in the UK with his county team. So I think maybe in the next couple of weeks we should be starting to do things like that.
So with you mentioning that you guys go way back and Adrian speaks Xhosa, so it's obviously something that you're familiar with. When it comes to something like the SJN, and I know I'm going way off topic here, how did that feel then for you when you've got some colleagues who might have had real life experiences, but here you have a white man where you've had a completely different experience with, and it sounds like a positive one as a black player. So how did that feel then for you, listening to some of those testimonies, knowing that you had a completely different experience with somebody who is Caucasian?
I think everybody's journey is different. Everybody's going to experience coaches different. So for me, that the SJN, I listened to it for what it was, because there are cases where they were quite real and quite daunting, and so I just listened to for what it was. And going back to AD, he was just a positive influence in my life, and that was it, and we just clicked from there. So it's just, yeah, like those SJN stories and the time that came out, it was just for me to listen to what other people have gone through. I've also obviously gone through my stuff, but it was for me to listen. I wasn't involved in any of the SJN stuff.
Yeah. So talking about that, also Mark Boucher, but we're not going to talk about Mark in the SJN. I want to know your views on him going to the Mumbai Indians once he's done with the Proteas. I mean, he has said he's going to be making that move. What's your take on that?
I think it's an interesting move. It was surprising. I was never waiting for that move, because the past 2 years, the Proteas, especially in Test cricket, have been doing really well. I thought he had settled in with that team, and it was, and the one day and T20 teams were starting to settle in as well. It was a really surprising move. I can't really comment on. I don't know the guy from anything, so I was just surprised as an outsider to hear that he's moving on to the Mumbai Indians. But it's a massive club. They've won IPL like 5 or 6 times, something like that. So yeah, it must be a good move for him.
No, definitely. I'm being told we have to go, so very quickly before we do leave, who do you think are some of the names that could then possibly become the head coach at the Proteas?
Well, for me, on the top of my head, the obvious for me would be Ayabulela Gqamane, who's done well for the Lions. And
from the Lions, yeah. And
Manda, who had an unbelievable season with the Titans last year. So those two guys are probably my obvious, just from the top of my head. Yeah.
Do you think Malibongwe Maketa, SAA coach, might have a chance there as well?
Being an SAA coach, I'm sure he's got an outside chance. He's in the setup already, so to make it easier for him as well. But for me, I'll still go for these two, because they've been doing really well for their particular provinces. And
very, very quickly, I know we really have to go. Somebody made a comment the other day saying that Jeffrey Toyana at some point missed out on his chance. And with you guys as in the Titans, working so closely with him, do you think if he was given the opportunity, he would put up his hand and take the opportunity? Do you think he would apply for the role, by the way?
I don't know. Probably Jeff. Knowing Jeff, he likes any challenge, so I think he would.
I think he would. Aya, thank you so much for coming in and all the best. I'm looking forward to the league as well, but all the best to you and your team, the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. And at this point, obviously, because they're going to be split from their usual colleagues, you know, of course, they're going to be competing against each other. That is Ayabulela Gqamane, who is a Titans player, but he was chosen for the SA 20, which is going to be starting in January 2023.